The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We are just getting started. Giorgio Chiellini, Jim. Now there is a defender who loves to defend.
Yeah, and he's a very...
And the finish! It's there!
Can you think of a better way to have started this game? Talk about how to stamp your authority on things. You've just seen it.
He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Manchester United are already chasing. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. Safe to say, he's capable of better than that. Best. Dani Olmo. Best. Now it's Batistuta. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Cambodia leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Now it's Batistuta. And he's been shifted off it. Pacho. It's Camavinga. Plays a sharp little ball here. Good read, needed to be. Dani Olmo. Xavi Alonso. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now that looks a decent ball.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Caceres. Rafinha. That's a lovely, neat pass. Lopez.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
Vitinha. Dani Olmo. And it's made its way to him. Best! Now, who's going to be first to this? And that is well cleared. Xavi Alonso. Searching pass he's played there. Lovely ball and a real chance now. And he's there to belt it away. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Threads one in. Best. And he's cut it out. And now they can clear their lines. Cambodia are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Knocks it out wide. And the shot! Goal! A 2-goal lead and they're firmly in control. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Batistuta, real chance! Oh, it's a stunning goal! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And deep into first half stoppage time, a timely strike. The movement so precise, the finish And for the first half, that is that. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. Caution certainly not on the agenda here, from both sides.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that 2-goal cushion early in the second half.
Cambodia ahead by just the odd goal in 3. It is 2-1 at the interval. So the action resumes. And he cuts out the supply. And the pass is intercepted. Rafinha. Messi. Oh, shooting chance! Cambodia have their second corner now. Oh, good effort! And he can thump it away. And now they can spring out of defence. Batistuta, he's got away. And a chance! And there's a goal! Manchester United are back on level terms. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
It's turning into quite a gem, this. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Cristiano Ronaldo really looks sharp out there. That first touch, sensational.
Just about up to the hour now. Nicely weighted ball. Rijkaard. Now it's Batistuta. No, that's been intercepted. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Chance, surely! Vitinha. Now it's Batistuta. Neatly clipped into space. Now it's Dani Olmo. Ah, that's a fine interception. Fermin. Rafinha. Otto kept his eye on it, and he's there. Chiellini kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Messi. And this is Ronaldo. A lot of space ahead of him. Tries to dink it through. Big chance! And that is doing no harm at all.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Substitution for Manchester United, number 14.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Number 17, Dani Olmo.
Knocks it into space.
Batistuta.
Cambodia really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Number 7, Park Ji-sung.
And here's Ronaldinho.
Hadrian.
Fernandez.
Ronaldinho. Number 9, El Hadj Diouf. Number 20, Pele. Substitutions taking...
He's in a great position here. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Manchester United desperately searching for the winner here. That's put paid to the danger. Nicely aimed pass. Well read, nice interception.
2 added minutes
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And he's there to get it away. And there goes the final whistle. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts. Highly... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So straight into the action. Senegal have opted for a 4-4-2 formation.
Well, the obvious standout in today's football in this system is that it provides you with extra presence in attack. With many shaky defences about, getting the right partnership in that department can pay rich dividends as long as there's a good early supply. So playing two strikers can be a real help to this team. I mean, 4-4-2 these days, Peter, gets a lot of criticism, but it's unfair. Any system can work if you've got the right players.
Real chance! That's going to go a long way. And it's Xavi. That is a great pick out. Just eases him off the ball. Oh, what a mistake! The ball is loose and the chase is on. And he's there to belt it away. And here's Messi. And this is Xavi. Fermin! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. De Bruyne. Can he get on the end of this? And that has found him in acres of space.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Robertson is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Threads one in. Great ball if he can get there. And a shot! There it is! That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Knocks it into space. Upamecano deals with that comfortably. Cambodia with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. Neymar attempts a clearance. Referee's given a throw. Cambodia looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. And he's managed to get free. Alexander-Arnold. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Robertson is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. McAllister
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
tries to pass it through. Ronaldo picks it up out wide. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And that is the end of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
And now I'd just like to
Cambodia coming in at half-time, leading by 1-0.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Cambodia can look back at a decent first half. 1-0 the score.
substitution for Senegal, number 19, Memphis.
So we're off again.
14, De Bruyne.
Cambodia can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
Filippo Inzaghi, number
That's an imaginative pass. Just the keeper, big chance! And a neat finish. They are right back in business.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
And he's quick to get rid. Ball is over the line. Now it's Donatoni. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Now that looks a decent ball. Another throw-in. Howson.
Cambodia really just need to be careful for the next 10 minutes or so, deal with the pressure and come again.
Searching pass he's played there. Chance, surely! Goal! Into the lead once more. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Cambodia have their lead.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage.
Can he finish? That is decidedly lacking.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Alexander-Arnold. Cristiano Ronaldo. Looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game.
Substitution for Senegal, number 24.
Senegal looking to get level.
Number 15, Neymar.
And he's denied.
Number 3.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
It'll be a throw-in.
Cambodia clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Van Dijk cuts out the pass. Xavi tries a shot! And there's a goal! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Cambodia now in a position far more desirable.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Donatoni. And it's McAllister. Now it's Inzaghi, and this is Hazard. Oh, shooting chance! It's in! Drama at the death! Is there time for one more twist? The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Senegal give... And that's it. Cambodia can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional roller coaster, that. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
This was all about tactics, Peter. A weakness in the central areas, both in...
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle, and here we go. Well, there is no question that Eden Hazard on his day is one of the world's best, Jim. So how do you interpret the role he's been given here?
Well, we all know he's at his best when he's coming in from that left side, whether it's to drag people away and isolate them or to combine with central attackers. But he also often plays as a 10, as we know, in a free role.
And is that a new dimension to his game?
No, he's been at that for years.
It's Hazard! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Alexander-Arnold clears without hesitation. Mateus. And here's Ibrahimovic. Now there's a... Ibrahimovic! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
So the game's first significant moment. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Stood up well to him there. First quarter of an hour gone.
Well, I wouldn't quite...
Good chance here! Lacking in accuracy.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
And smartly reclaimed. Looking for options for movement. And this is Ibrahimovic. And he's got the beating. Big chance! And he should have made them pay.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
And we have our very first corner. Tries to get it clear. And the shot's up. There's the shot! It's bounced back off the post. And now they can spring out of defence. Xavi Alonso. And it's Xavi. Can he get on the end of this?
Oh, really well played.
And he's managed to get free. And he was alert to it. Cristiano Ronaldo! Azar. Plays a sharp little ball here. Fermin. In comes the corner. This their second corner of the game. Cleared away. Edmilson. And the pass is intercepted. And now a sudden chance to counter. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. That is good alertness. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, good-looking ball. And here's Azar.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Mateus plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And he's heaved it away. And that brings the first half to a close. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Hello attendees, this is a lost children's announcement. Would the father of a boy in a yellow t-shirt kindly make his way to the information center?
Cambodia currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. The second half is up and running.
Cambodia really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And he's quick to it. Takes a shot! Mateus. Rafinha. Tries to pass it for... Oh, shooting chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. It's a pretty loose pass. That's put paid to the danger. Aimed beyond the defence. And he's there to belt it away. That's a nicely weighted pass. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And it's hoisted clear. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. And now they can clear their lines.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Substitution on the field. Number 7, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Cambodia choosing to make the first change.
Xabi Alonso. Number 9, Rafinha. Number 17,
Edmilson.
Eduardo Camavinga. Number
Oh, no joy this time.
Fermin.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Number 14,
Now it's Vinicius Junior.
number 20,
And he's managed to get rid.
Robertson.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And that has been knocked clear. Azar. And the through ball. Ibrahimovic. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. And it's Zielinski. No, that's been intercepted.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Inzaghi! And he couldn't finish.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that. Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Vinicius Junior. He's found space here.
Has been indicated.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that will be it. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Joshua Kimmich. In many ways, the ultimate modern fullback in that he contributes just as much offensively as he does defensively. He seems to have a great instinctive understanding of when to move forward, and that means he rarely gets caught out of position on the counter-attack. He should be a key player for this team.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Camavinga cuts it out. Rafinha. No way through. Cannavaro. Chiellini. Robertson. Now it's Totti. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Messi. He steps in, and that's the end of that.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Camavinga. Xavi. Messi. He has a look up. Chance, surely! And he couldn't finish.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender. Stay onside.
Cambodia with the corner. They're first. And he's there to clear it. And now they can spring out of defence. And this is Shevchenko. And he's managed to get free. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Joe! Oh, it's come loose. Fermin. Now it's Lopez. Oh, good take in a good area. Oh, that's an excellent interception. That's put paid to the danger. Now it's Shevchenko. Now it's Totti. Looking to play him in. Fermin gets over and intercepts. Well read, nice interception. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And this is Shevchenko. And Shevchenko!
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Fermin. Xavi Alonso shortchanges him with that pass. And the referee has blown for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So very little to report. Nothing indeed in terms of goals scored.
After all that probing and testing the waters, here's hoping for a more open second half.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock. The score 0-0. And so the action is resumed. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. And here's Messi. Lopez. And he's quick to get rid. And he's intervened well there. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Shevchenko. Nicely shaped ball. Decent chance! And yes, it's there! The first significant strike. That is so good, such sharp skills. And such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
So we have the first goal.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Rafinha was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Shevchenko. And it's Xavi. Looking for options for movement. Messi! And again, they run up against stubborn defending.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again. Oh, shooting chance! And he should have made them pay.
Well, you have to say how clever the pass was. It caught the defence off guard because of the disguise on it, and it makes it all the more disappointing that he didn't top it off with a finish.
Substitution on the field, number 13.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Change being made here, presumably to tighten their defence.
Yeah, and that's not totally surprising. The manager obviously felt his defence needed reinforcement. He can't afford a repeat.
Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Back where it came from. Robertson cuts out the pass. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much.
Oh, he's all alone! Takes a shot! And that would have been game, set and match.
Oh, what a stunning save. Absolutely tremendous, and he's kept his team in it.
Oh, great leap! Oh, and that should have been two.
And that reaction says it all. They had a real chance to tighten the screw there, and it's been blown. They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. And he's heaved it away. Pass just lacking in accuracy. That's a good ball out wide.
Oh, great feat, that.
Xabi Alonso is in a really good position out wide. Kimmich. He's having a hit! And that's off target.
There will be 3 minutes.
Van Dijk gets it away. Looking for the run. Oh, well measured. And the shot! And that's a tidy finish. And right near the end, we have parity. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
So all square with all... And that is that. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Cambodia certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging...